Hey there, what's going on? My name is Basir Payenda and welcome to project 21 of 100 web project series, and in this video we'll be creating this simple spanner or loader using only HTML and CSS. Alright, so let's get started. Here at the left side I already have my code data open. I created the HTML and CSS files, and also I have this image.jpg right here that later on I will be using this in order to explain a property called clip path, because that's the CSS property we'll be using in this video in order to create this simple spanner. Okay, so in index.html I'm going to start creating the HTML boilerplate, and for the title it's going to be only a spanner, and for the HTML it's going to be a div with the class of a spanner, and that's all of it. There is nothing fancy going on. And then if I just run this in a live server, obviously it's going to be blank page here as expected, and then right here I'm gonna link this to style.css, which is gonna be linked to this file right here. And then right for the body I'm gonna add a display of flags, justify content to the center, align items to the center, a minimum height of 100 vertical height. And then we're gonna get that spanner there, and it's gonna have a width of 100 pixels maybe, and a height of 100 pixels, and a border radius of 100 pixels here, so it's going to be totally round there. Okay, so I'm going to add a color for that too, and it's going to be like blackish color there. And then I'm going to add a box shadow for this, like negative 7 pixels, 0, 0, 7 pixels for the spread radius there, and then the current color. Alright, so this current color right here, what you can see, this is like if you are familiar with Sass and List, this is like a CSS variable, but it's gonna work natively to only CSS, and it's gonna refer to the color which is right here. Okay, so I hope that's easy to understand. Alright, so the spanner looks very small. I just need to bump this up to 300 pixels, and then let's multiply this to 3 as well, and this 21 pixels, and now it kind of looks good. Okay, so in here you can see that the direction of this spanner is toward the right side, and it's just going down like it's a clockwise, right? Okay, so just in order to add that, I'm gonna add this inset, and that should solve the problem. Alright, that is it. And now what we have to do is to just actually make this span. Alright, so to actually rotate all the way from 0 degree to 360 degree. Okay, for that we need to use clip path, but before using clip path right strictly in this loader, I want to explain it in a more efficient and better way so you can understand what is clip path and why we are using it. Okay, so index.html, as I said earlier in the starting of this video, I said that I'm going to be using this image right here that I got it from nsplash.com. Thanks to them, I'm going to be using this in order to explain that. Okay, so in the index.html file I'm going to create this image, and I'm going to refer to that image.jpg right there. Okay, now I'm going to comment that out just for now. Okay, right here, clip path explanation or whatever. Then here I'm going to get that image. I'm going to add and give it a width of 50%. There we go, or maybe 75%. It looks so small. Alright, so the goal is that we're going to be using clip path in order to create this image and clip it to show like this. The image is clipped, and we're going to be using clip path right now in order to create this. Okay, how are we going to use that? I'm going to say clip path and then polygon. Okay, so polygon, you know, is just geometry, and then this is going to take two values, okay, x and y, and the x is going to be for the x-axis, y is going to be for the y-axis. And right here you can see this is going to be 0 and 0. That means 0 for the x and 0 for the y, as expected from what we have in the output there. Okay, then from here the x-axis, as you can see, it's 100%, and from the y, which is coming from the top, this obviously 0. So 100% from the x-axis and 0 for the y-axis. And then for this point right here, we want it to be 100% from the x-axis, but not necessarily 100% from the y-axis, because I want to cut this off. And you can see right here, this is like 25% of the edges cut it out. So I'm just gonna add right here 75%, and that should do it. Alright, now you can see this the result what we got so far. I'm gonna add a comma and go on with the rest of it. And now we want this last part right here to be available there as well. So okay, so from the X you can see that it is 0, and for the Y it's coming all the way from the top to the bottom, and this 100%. There we go. And if I add that, you'll notice, there we go, we just clipped this image. And similarly, we're going to be using this clip path property. For now, I'm going to be commenting this out, and then similarly I'm going to comment this out too, and then uncomment this spanner. So what is the goal here? The goal is to split this in two parts, okay, and then rotating it. Alright, so in order to split this in two parts, this is going to be a very long video if I just go through every single step, and probably a little bit challenging for me to explain as well. So for that, I already opened this website right here. This is a very useful website that allows you to create different kinds of clip path and get the code and just directly paste it into your CSS file. Alright, so there are a different kind of that. There's the cross, the star, right chevron, left chevron, the right row, and so forth. Okay, so for this one I'm going to be using this frame right here, and then as I said earlier, they're going to be splitting this in two parts. Okay, so I'm just going to go right here and then pull this out up until there, and let's get it up until here. I don't know if I'm doing it right way, but this should do it. Then this one right there, and obviously this one right here. There we go. Just bring it a little bit down there. And now just copy the clip path code that's just available right here below the page, and then go back into Spanner and then just paste it right here, and that should take that image. Alright, so you can see that it is kind of split it in two parts, and now what we're going to be doing is that we're going to add an animation for this. So it's going to rotate from 0 degree to 360 degrees. Okay, so it's going to be rotate for over 1 second. I want it to rotate linear. Okay, and then right here I'm going to create the keyframes. It's going to be for rotate, and starting from, nope, I'm going to start from 0% because I know what I'm doing. Alright, so and then 100% transform and rotate from 0 degrees all the way through 360 degrees. And if I just save it, there we go, we just have one rotation. And if you want this to go infinitely, you just can add infinite right here, and that should go infinitely rotating. Alright, that looks cool. And now for this 0%, then we have 100%. Now I want to add this 50% too right here, and that right here I'm going to add a box shadow similar to one that we added earlier right here, but this one we're going to cut off the edges a little bit. Okay, so it's not like 21 pixels, rather it's going to be like 1 pixels. How's that going to look? Just play with it, maybe you'll find the ideal box shadow you're looking for your project. Alright, so that looks cool, yeah? Alright everybody, so that was it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, and I will see you guys in the next one. Thank you for watching.